Today we're talking to Nicole Miller, who teaches first grade at ASU Prep. Ms. Miller, this is your first year teaching, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And so you're a recent graduate. Where did you go to college?
I went to ASU and I graduated in May of 2011.
Good. And so what is your impressions your first year of teaching first grade?
It's never a dull moment, that's for sure. It's a great learning experience. It's great to just get in and be able to teach the kids and have that experience and just learn every day just like they're learning.
And what's been your highlight this year so far? What has been your most memorable moment, if you can pick one?
If I could pick one, there's a lot. I love doing the field trips. You get to see how excited they are when they go on the field trip, and we're going on one today to go to the Wildlife World Zoo and Aquarium. So that's really fun, and just seeing all the things, implementing what we are teaching at school and then doing it on the field trip.
Good. In terms of being a brand new teacher, what are your thoughts in terms of what are some of the more challenging things that new teachers need to learn how to?
The more challenging things are definitely classroom management and managing the behaviors and making sure that those are not distractions from teaching time. That's one thing that you kind of just have to be prepared for. There's always something new each day that's going to strike your attention, and you just sort of have to think of it on the spot, and then you just learn from your experiences.
Okay. What is your approach to teaching in terms of, at ASU Prep, we're a college prep school where we want to focus our students on going to college, and we'd start that even at kindergarten and first grade. So what are some of the things that you're doing in your class this year to sort of lay the foundation to prepare students?
I always tell the students that it's as important to dream big and know that college is their goal, and anything that they think they can do, that just put your mind to it and you can. We do Super Sun Devil every week, and we always ask them, what do you want to be when you grow up? And just letting them know that those things are possible, and teaching them in like kinder and first, like you said, just letting them know that it starts then. School is very important, and getting education is very important.
And today you mentioned you're going to the World Wildlife Zoo and Aquarium, or
yes,
whatever it's called out there.
Yeah.
So do you, as leading up to field trips like this, do you do any sort of component to try and teach the kids about what they might learn or see?
Yes. Before spring break, we made our own habitats. The children chose an animal either from the ocean, from the grasslands, from the Arctic, any place that they wanted, and they learned about that animal, and they created a diorama of their habitat. So we talked about different animals that they may or may not see at the zoo, and things that they should be ready for, and how the animals are really close to them, and so just to be excited for the things that we've been learning about in school.
Great. What do you see as challenges, or do you see as challenges in your classroom in terms of, do you see your students have a really wide range of ability levels, and how do you handle those types of situations?
I do have a very wide range of ability levels. I handle that by grouping the students. I usually put the students together with someone who has a high strength in something and someone who might be struggling, and they sort of assist each other. And just grouping them that way helps, and knowing that their friends are there for help and I'm there for help. And it's just good. Sometimes I group them by the same ability so that they can see, oh, they're struggling with this, so am I. Let's see if we can figure it out together.
And so one of the things I always like to ask in these interviews, so that parents and people that are watching can get an idea of some of the things that our teachers like to do when they're not at ASU Preparatory Academy. What are some of the things that you like to do in your free time?
In my free time, I spend a lot of time with my husband because I am newly married, only a little over a year and a half now. So I spend time with him. I'm really close with my family. We have a big Italian New York family, so we spend a lot of time together on the weekends. I like to watch movies and hang out with friends, and I'm usually cleaning the house because during the week there's no time for that. So just relaxing.
Good. Well, I think probably the most surprising thing about this interview is that this is your first year teaching, because seeing you and watching you throughout the year, you really are an outstanding teacher, and you really seem like you have a lot more experience than you do, because you do such a great job with your students, and I know they all love you, and we do too, so we're glad to have you at ASU Prep.
Well, thank you for having me.
And have a good field trip.
Thanks, I'm excited.